Why do so many so-called chosen ones fail to survive awakening? The truth is, most people enter it with false expectations. They believe awakening will bring freedom, light, and bliss. But in reality, awakening feels more like a death. It's the collapse of everything you once believed in. You stand naked before the truth you once prayed for, and it demands everything from you. The first collapse, safety. The first illusion to shatter is your sense of safety. You begin to see that the people you trusted, the systems you relied on, even your own thoughts, were part of a programmed framework. And once you see it, you can never unsee it. That's where the isolation begins. You unplug not only from the matrix, but from everything that once gave you belonging. Many retreat here. They thought awakening meant freedom, but instead they're thrown into chaos with no direction. Lost, they plug themselves back into comfort, choosing sleep again. Don't worry. This just means you weren't ready yet. Another chance will come. The second collapse, the death of the self. Awakening is not just a whisper from your soul, it's also the scream of your ego. And your ego does not go quietly. You may lose your job, your partner, your friends. Your old identity begins to rot, while the new self hasn't yet arrived. You're left in a void with no map, no clear direction, only raw awareness. This is where most turn back, because who willingly pays the price of losing everything, unless they have no other choice? The third collapse, light and shadow. When you see the light, you must also face the shadows it reveals. Anger, grief, trauma, everything you've spent a lifetime avoiding. This is the real work of awakening. If you skip this step and chase bliss or instant manifestation, you're only fooling yourself. Light without integration becomes another form of darkness. True awakening requires you to dissolve the shadow by becoming the light itself. Why many don't survive? So why do many chosen ones not survive? Because it is lonely. Because it is ugly. Because when you need guidance most, the guides fall silent. And when you choose the soul over worldly success, there are no cheers, no applause. This path strips you bare, until you barely recognize yourself. But if you do make it through, they don't just awaken, they activate. They survive the fire, and from within the pain, they remember their mission. They decode reality, anchor light, and build new portals for others. They find their true family, the ones who feel like home. They do not turn back. They transform. Closing. If you've made it this far, maybe you're not just curious. Maybe you're remembering. And if while hearing this your body hums, your chest tightens, and your soul whispers, "This is me," then you may already know. There is no going back. Perhaps you came here for this reason, to run the code of your awakening, all the way to the end.